We have almost sold out of the Ultimate MM Guide, and we want you to make sure you get the advantage here. If EA is going to charge you $100 for 1,000,000 coins, this guide is only $19.99 and will give you 300k to 500k an hour with the tips inside. Go to the website, check out the reviews. People have been loving it. It's the real deal. I would never sell you something that's crappy, but if you want the guide, if you want to score, if you want to make coins, check out the link in description for a killer deal at theultimatemguide.com. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day. Let's talk about the Pro Bowl promo. As you know, Madden Mobile gave out a new update that offered NFL honors, Super Bowl, and the Pro Bowl promo to be coming down the road. Now, as you know, the next promo that we are due to get is either Team of the Year or Pro Bowl, and with Team of the Year being not mentioned yet, I believe that we can basically assume that Pro Bowl is going to be coming ASAP. Now, last year, the NFL Pro Bowl released for Madden Mobile around January 25th, 26th, which is a little ways out from the current day today, which is January 18th. But with the new edition and the new update, we can expect something this week or even this weekend to be coming, no doubt. I think it'd be safe to assume that after the AFC and NFC Championship, the next promo will then roll in, and then after that, which is, you know, probably the Pro Bowl and Team of the Year, we will then see the Super Bowl promo coming that weekend for the Super Bowl. Now, there are many different players that we could see in the Pro Bowl promo. As you know, the Pro Bowl promo is very full and has a ton of different elites. We've seen in previous years almost the entire Pro Bowl roster getting either a gold or elite card, and that could be the case this year. Take a look at the screen. Russell Wilson, Carson Wentz, Drew Brees, Big Ben, Tom Brady, Phillip Rivers. These are just a few of the Pro Bowl quarterbacks for this year. Now, of course, we probably could see at least, you know, some very reasonable elites for at least 3 or 4 of these players, probably getting in areas of 90, 92, 93, 94, maybe even having a master of 98. But I do want to keep in mind that the masters for the Pro Bowl in the past have been, you know, repetitive Pro Bowl players. If we go down to the AFC, you're going to see corners such as AJ, Ramsey, Talib, Casey Hayward, guys who are extremely awesome, and I can't wait to see their corners, but I feel like younger guys who aren't in the Pro Bowl as much won't have a shot at the master spot. I mean, I could see probably a Rob Gronkowski, maybe like a stereotypical Julio Jones, easy play, Larry Fitzgerald type of card being the Pro Bowl master, but we really don't know. But EA does tend to like to give veterans the Pro Bowl master. Now, wide receivers for the NFC, you got Adam Thielen, you got Michael Thomas, you got those 2 that I mentioned, you got Zach Ertz, Jimmy Graham for the tight end. You have some really dope offensive linemen, which I can see getting a lot of golds. You got defensive end Everson Griffin, DeMarcus Lawrence, you even got Donald, you got Fletcher Cox, McCoy, you got Chandler Jones, Ryan Kerrigan, Luke Kuechly, Bobby Wagner, Xavier Rhodes, Slade, Lattimore, Peterson. You have so many good players, and a lot of these good players, and the reason the Pro Bowl is so awesome is because a lot of these players do have pretty solid stats for the cards that they're given. Now, if you're lucky enough to get an elite Pro Bowl player, which is very attainable based off last year because of the amazing NFC or AFC packs, I'm going to predict that they're going to come out with an NFC and AFC pack to open that's going to guarantee a bunch of golds and potentially an elite pull. Now, if we take a look at the NFC, you got Wentz, you got Russell, you got Breeze. You have some really solid receivers, some really good tight ends, and the defense is freaking awesome. But if we also go to the AFC, you have guys like Hunt, LaShawn McCoy, Bell. I mean, it's going to be extremely awesome to see. Usually what happens is out of all of these different players in the Pro Bowls that are here, and I'll link this in the description so you guys can check it out, out of all these specific players, usually, you know, 10 of them, maybe 10 to 15 will get a 90 to 95 overall elite, and if so, you can pull them in their specific pack, whether it's an NFC pack or an AFC pack that you decide to open. One of the benefits is that they're now selling coins, which means that coins are more valuable to EA, therefore we potentially could get up to 10 Pro Bowl coin buyable packs a day that refreshes. If that's the case, then a lot of us are going to get a shot at getting some of these dope Pro Bowl players. Again, let's say Rob Gronkowski, Kareem Hunt, McCoy, Bell, Big Ben, Tom Brady, and Joey Bosa all get cards in the AFC. But in the NFC, the only person you really want is like Xavier Rhodes, and maybe there's a solid Aaron Donald. Well, then you get to open up the pack that has the better odds. So if you like a lot of the AFC players, think that there's an AFC player that you would rather have, open up that pack. So this is going to be a super dope promo. We have some really cool players that could be coming into the game, and honestly, I would be down with any of these players because these are all the best in their position, which could mean they could have the best stats that they've had in this game so far. Now let's talk about some of the picks in Madden Mobile. Alright, so we are back with the postseason picks for the AFC and NFC Championship. Now this is going to be extremely crucial. Many of you are going to need to get every single one correct in order to be even able to have a shot at the NFC or AFC Master. Now, I did warn many people in previous videos, but hopefully this was not you. If you did have, wild card or divisional collectibles, it would have been nice for you to keep those instead of turning them into platinums, because as you know, you're going to need 50 of basically the collectibles, either platinum or either NFC or AFC Championship collectibles, in order to get that 99 overall player. But if you get to, let's say, this Sunday and you see all the games unfold and you're like, I don't have enough to get the NFC or AFC Master with 50 collectibles, then you could always go back and complete Matt Bryant or complete Stephon Diggs, however you see fit. But today I'm going to talk about my picks. I want to show you guys the ones I chose and why I chose them. And basically, when I'm looking at the Playoff Redemption set, I think two things in my mind. One, I want to get as many as possible, so I'm going to take the best odds based off of NFL statistics. And two, I want to make the safest play possible. Now, of course, the Jaguars have been upsetting teams and upset the Steelers, and it's absolutely outrageous. But when it comes to the playoffs, maybe I want to see the Jaguars succeed against the Pats, but I have to play safe based off this game because I want to get the most collectibles possible. So I have to go ahead and put my own opinions and my own upsets behind and go with what I think could potentially give me a perfect round. Let's start off with the Jaguars rush. Now, as you see here, Jaguars have led the postseason with rushing yards, with Leonard Fournette, with that great offensive line, TJ Yeldon. You have such weapons on that offense, and even though Blake Bortles has brought this team up into the championship game, Blake Bortles is still letting people run. Fournette is obviously capable, and against a Patriots defense who used to be actually pretty bad against the run during the first half of the season, I'm going to go ahead and give the Jaguars the rushing title in this game, although Dion Lewis has looked pretty nice for the Patriots. Next one up, I'm going to give Patriots pass. Now, there's a little controversy behind this. Of course, this should be a given. Of course, the Patriots will pass more. Tom Brady versus Blake Bortles. You're at home, but Tom Brady has had some pain in his throwing hand. He actually sat out of practice. His hand is recovering. I think he's going to be fine, but this could lead to the Patriots potentially giving Dion Lewis or guys like Rex Burkhead the ball potentially a little bit more, but when it comes down to it, Tom Brady's going to play. I looked at articles. If Tom Brady's playing, Tom Brady's going to throw, and he will get more yards than Blake Bortles. Because as long as Tom Brady has a terrible game, he's still going to get more passing yards than Blake Bortles. The Patriots win. Now, of course, Jaguars fans, as a Seahawks fans, Patriots fans, I love you. I'm going to be going for the Jaguars just because why the heck not? Unless you're a Patriots fan, you kind of have to go for the Jags. The Patriots are so dominant. It's kind of safe to say that the Patriots will win because they are at Gillette Stadium. They didn't show any weakness against the Titans. Again, they are the Titans. But the Tennessee Titans put up a little bit of a fight, and the Patriots kind of just crushed it like usual, getting 30-plus points, getting it the over for that game. So I do think the Patriots win against the Jags. This is a safe play. Again, even if you're a Jaguars fan, you might, if you're desperate, want to go with the Patriots in here. Of course, I don't want to, question your dedication to a team, but this is going to be the safest way. Let's go right over here to our next one. We got the Vikings pass. Now, Nick Foles, great quarterback, but going up against Xavier Rhodes and that incredible secondary, that's going to be a big rip. Eagles secondary actually hasn't been that crazy. Case Keenum, when he gets out of the pocket, has the highest passer rating in the NFL. I think the Vikings with Adam Thielen and Stephon Diggs, Kyle Rudolph having a second wind, I do think the Vikings will win the pass. Next one up, I'm giving the Vikings an actual win. You're at home. It's literally history being made. You get to go to the Super Bowl. One shot left. I think the Vikings are going to play harder than any team has ever played in the NFL before for a game. I love the Eagles, and I really do think that Carson Wentz is a incredible player that will get the Eagles to Super Bowls in the future. But with Nick Foles, with them not really being able to score a ton of points, I do think the Vikings will win this game. Except I'm also going to give the Eagles rush. Now, I was thinking about Latavius Murray and Jerick McKinnon on the Vikings, but then I thought, yeah, probably not. Jerick McKinnon and Latavius Murray are going up against one of the best defensive rushing teams in the NFL, and the Eagles have Ajayi, they have Smallwood, they have that Corey dude or whatever his name is, they have LeGarrette Blount. They can pound it in. Wow, that sounded weird. And honestly, I think the Eagles are going to just completely rush and crush the Minnesota Vikings in Minnesota. So those are the picks. Comment down what you picked. I would love to hear your thoughts. I didn't go for any over or unders because those are extremely hard to predict. And I also stayed away from a lot of the sacks because a lot of times teams don't get any sacks and I don't want to have to lose from a tie. So I went with these. Let me know what you thought. Comment down your hype for the Pro Bowl promo and all that good stuff coming. And I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.